Well, round 3, Kmac attack. I think Nick's waiting. We are getting started. Off to a start. We're starting on a start.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, where's that one?
We'll do it live. We'll do it live.
That's right.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Things suck.
I got the whole clip for you.
Man, that music is pretty loud in my ears. Okay, well, we're going to get this party started. The whole crew together.
Yeah.
We are back at you on a Wednesday Eve. Welcome. Big day today. We got lots to talk about. Hope you're doing well. Been exciting. Been an exciting week, to say the least. And we got a whole gang together this time to chat about it. I just want to say, man, these masks, I mean, thank goodness coronavirus is gone now because, you know, you can go by.
Yeah, I have been holding my breath for months, and finally it's gone.
I know. Well, because
I can
these
walk
masks,
around without a mask.
These kids at school are like, they're going to, you know, I can't breathe the acne. And I'm like, okay, wow. But then today I'm looking, it's like, good thing my hair is long because I have so much now, like so much acne on my face.
Oh, the
it's
maskne. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, what is it? Like, when did that get there? Because I never feel that part of my face, but
I just have a perpetual sore on the top of my nose from where like the mask sits.
Mine's all the dead skin cells off my face are leaving off my mask. It's great. You're welcome for that visual, by the way.
Yeah, exactly. I know, but you know, we're still here. We're still, you know, doing the thing. But at least we can finally start to move on and move a little forward now that Biden has officially been inaugurated. I caught some of the playback from that, and I don't know who. I didn't ever see the crowd. I don't know who all was even there. I heard clapping and stuff. I don't know where it was coming from. Nick, you're muted. Yeah, I couldn't tell, but I caught his speech a little bit. Amanda Gorman, I think her name was, the poet, and Garth Brooks. That was ballsy. I think he did it totally a cappella, and I'm not a big country music guy, but when I hear Garth Brooks, I really do enjoy what I hear. And there was a really good documentary with him a couple of years ago, just about his life and how he wrote his music.
Didn't he start crying every 30 seconds?
In the inauguration?
No, in the documentary, the Garth Brooks documentary. I was watching this show and they were just roasting Garth Brooks because he just is constantly crying.
Oh, really? I guess when I was watching it, I was like, every clip of him, he was just like talking, and he's like,
yeah.
And you have to take that pause.
I mean, I'm not ragging on the guy for having emotions, but it was like, I think people were just puzzled by what clips did make him. He'd be like, be talking about like the power of a handshake. He's like, you could tell in a man's handshake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And he would start crying from that. It's like, what? Why are you getting emotional about handshakes right now?
Exactly. Yeah, I remember that clip. It made sense. Yeah. I mean, because I feel like there was so much more behind it, you know, with his dad but my grandma, she bought me like a whole book, like a super nice book of Garth Brooks biography and all the stuff about his songs and like 5 CDs worth of his material.
Wow.
And I liked it. I mean, it's really good to read, but at the same time, I'm like, this is a lot of information about Garth Brooks. Like, do I need to know all this?
And that brings us to the topic of today's show. We're just going to be dedicating a whole hour to Garth Brooks tonight, folks.
That's right.
God bless him.
Strap in.
That's all. That's not the only thing I prepared. Did you get my text about what to? No. I
listened to the whole Garth Brooks discography before tonight's
exactly.
episode.
We're just really promoting his work. He's one of our sponsors.
Yeah.
No.
God, I wish.
Yeah, I'm kidding. But when with all the inauguration buzz, there's always those people that, especially when I run through Facebook, that think it's the end of the world. And just a couple of things I saw, like this is a black day in America, or all I saw was 17s, or like we had a good run 1776 to 2021. It's like, what does that even mean? Like there was
people are butthurt.
Right. It's like there wasn't any other time. Yeah, well, that's true. It's like there was no other time in that period in our history that was bad. It's right now.
The Civil War, I mean, the Civil War was not fun, but it's nothing compared to right now.
Exactly. It's like we have never been closer than like a few days ago. And,
yeah, for sure.
Hi,
and
Nick,
introducing Nick Sanders, who finally got his microphone to work.
Nice to show up.
Cue the applause.
Cue the applause. And I think I actually have the microphone.
I don't think you do.
Are you serious?
No, maybe you do.
No.
Oh,
here, watch this. Watch. What? Hey.
Yeah, you're good.
You can tell from how much it's distorting.
Wait, is it really?
Well, it was
you're
when you
right
had your
up
mouth
next
up
to it.
Is it hot? Is it hot? Tell me.
Maybe a little
left.
Turn it down a little.
Now, good.
Yeah, that sounds better.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
That's good speaking level. You got your pop filter?
Oh shoot.
Dude, you are so unprepared.
Well, I was just kind of working until right now. I'm gonna have my garçon.
What's more important?
Yeah.
This is work.
Your income or this show we do for free.
You're right. Now that we have so many sponsors and an avid viewing base,
they're literally fighting to get on the show.
Dude, we have a logo, dude.
Yeah,
have you seen our logo?
Yeah,
I have seen the logo.
It's in the top left corner of our streams. You can't see it on Zoom. But if
that
you
is
pull
really
it up on
exciting.
Twitch,
I did want to mention those two. We designed a few logos. Hopefully, I don't know where they are in
top left,
to me.
right there. Oh nope, that. The camera's
which
not
is
even
which?
on me. It doesn't matter.
Oh, because I changed.
It's on
Okay.
me.
Stage left or stage right?
Yeah, stage left or stage right. But we got a logo. We've got the handle for all of our social media: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And that's a big thanks to KJ. He's been very busy, hard at work at most of those.
He doesn't have a job.
I have a job that allows me to do other things.
Exactly. He has this is obviously more important.
Do we have a Twitter yet? I put the Twitter logo up there, but I'm not sure if we have a Twitter yet.
I haven't done that. Yeah.
Okay, we'll make a Twitter after
we'll
this.
be banned faster than most presidents if we go on Twitter.
Right. But so that's
controversial.
Yeah, that's good news. We are making some moves. Also, we are going to be available on Zoom, so you can join in on the conversation. I believe we have that link posted as well. Do we have that up there?
When the time comes, I'll post it up there.
So not tonight.
No, we'll have it tonight.
Oh, okay.
I mean, just later in the show.
Sweet. All right, so you will be able to join us. Just click on the code.
Trying to weigh in,
room, and we'll see if you are worthy of joining us. And that should be exciting. We got a couple of games tonight, which I'm excited to test out. But yeah, I'm just excited. I think today is just a new day, just to like take that deep breath. I've seen a lot of those posts where it's like we can finally like breathe a sigh of relief, because
with masks
nothing has changed in the last 10 months. It's it's always, I mean, it's getting things are just getting worse, and now I just feel like we can finally start to make progress, because truthfully, if we hadn't elected who we did, I just don't think we would be where we are right now, or even worse, if just continually for the next 4 years. There would be no progress. And when I see those posts that, this is a terrible day for America, and the period of glory is over, it doesn't make any sense, because we have never been worse than we were in these last 4 years. And it just drives me crazy. I don't want to make the whole show about it, but obviously today is a day for that. So, I don't know. I mean, what are you guys' thoughts? Did you watch it?
I don't even know what we're talking about. What's going on?
Inauguration.
No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, we have a new president?
Yeah, I don't know. Politics.
Yeah. I mean, we could talk about it all day. I mean, again, it's just, It's just an exciting day. I don't know about you.
No,
I do have a quick game though about the presidents because there's so many fun facts about the presidents.
Wow.
So Kyle, is it too early to throw that link up?
It is not. I
All right.
will throw that link up. It's a little hard. It may take you a second to type it into your browser. bit.ly/2 capital K lowercase w big W lowercase g 3. It's on your screen. You should be able to see it.
What is that? Speaking military those codes, Foxtrot.
2 kilo whiskey whiskey golf tree.
That's right. You can join us right now.
But there's no uppercase whiskey, so
okay. Am I the co-host?
No.
Wait, how do I play?
Can you make that?
Wait, do we need to do that?
No, someone
not
else
paying
is
attention.
Watching. If anyone is watching, we might just sit here for 50 minutes until someone joins us.
All right,
but
I'll let you know if there's someone shows up in the waiting room.
Yeah, let me know because we got a game waiting for you.
You should be able to see now.
Okay.
I just want to play a game. I got this stuff.
Yeah, I want to play a game.
I know some
All
presidents.
right, well, let's do it. All right. I don't have many questions. I just wanted it for a caller, but we'll get one later on in the show. Let me see where I put that.
The link is still up if you're interested.
Okay.
Cool if we get a
These
caller.
are fun facts about presidents. So
Are we guessing or?
Yes.
Okay.
Nick and Ben, I'll give you.
It's
Okay, actually, let's see. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's. So Nick, you're gonna. Where's my guitar pick? Okay, how about
Ooh, is that Brad?
Okay, I have a number between 1 and 2 behind my hand. Nick, what number is it?
It's 1.
Okay, so Ben,
he changed it. He changed it.
Ben, do you want to go first or second?
I want to go second.
Okay, so take off or mute us because I want to see how well Nick answers these versus how well you do, and in what time limit. So if you answer more, but it takes you a minute,
okay,
just you'll figure it out. So you gotta answer quickly and accurately.
Okay, so I'm gonna mute you guys and take my headphones off. Wave when you want me back. Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Keep losing.
Let's get some. Let's get some applause.
All right.
Yeah. All right. This is the fun fact presidential game, and Nick, you are gonna answer a series of 5 questions with a president or president's correct names, according to the questions that I ask you. Sound good?
All right. I won't be salty if I lose.
We'll see. All right, let's
Did
get,
you
let's
just
make it
hold
a
up
little
salt?
serious. Let's get the mood set.
Yeah,
please.
I totally did. Yes.
Okay, what mood are we thinking?
All right.
Let's get a nice soft. What's that game show music? Okay, that's good.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, Nick, the clock will start.
Can you turn
after
down the? Can you actually turn down the music a little? It's kind of hard to hear Kmac.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah. Just name all the presidents. The clock will start after I read the very first question.
All right.
Who was the first president to appear on television during a 1939 broadcast from the World's Fair?
1939 broadcast from the World Fair. FDR.
Who are the only presidents who signed the Constitution? I'm looking for 2 answers.
That would be Thomas Jefferson and George Washington. Or John
Who was shot in the chest during a gun duel and survived a bullet in his chest for the next 40 years?
Jackson.
Who was the first president to have his photograph taken while in office?
Photograph taken while in office? Let's say Van Buren on that one.
Who was the shortest president at 5 feet 4 inches and weighed 100 pounds?
Yeah, and they wrote Hail to the Chief for him, but I can't remember his name. I want to say I'll just go with Taylor.
Okay, time. That's all 5. Let me type in your answers.
Ugh. It was totally John Adams instead of Washington, wasn't it?
Hey, we will find out in just a minute. Let's get some applause going. Good, nice job, Nick. All right.
Do I have to take mine off, or am I good?
Actually, no. Stay on. I'll reveal the answers to you first, and then
Wave
you can,
to Ben. Everybody wave to
Ben.
Ben.
No, don't wave to Ben.
Oh no.
Ben, hold on, get off.
Wait,
back.
what?
That's a bad wave. That's a bad wave.
That was a no, not yet wave. Yeah,
we still don't have the rhythm of the show
wait
together.
for me.
I'm sorry,
wait for me.
everybody.
Wait, you want me back off?
Yeah, get out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Get that. Get it. What are you doing?
It's a bad wave, obviously.
Who waved to you?
Yeah.
Okay, let me get these typed in. Okay, Nick, for number 1, the first president to appear on television during a 1939 World's Fair broadcast, you said FDR. That is correct. Applause.
Know my dates.
How about that?
No, where's the cheering, bro? Come on.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
And we got
cheering
future,
sound effects. 15 seconds.
we had looks like we have future President Bernard Sanders in the waiting room. He's going to give it another shot, guys. There,
Yeah.
there's still a way he can win. Here's how. Okay.
Yeah. For the only 2 presidents to sign the the Constitution, you said George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. You got one of those right. George Washington. It was actually James Madison.
Oh, the Constitution?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking Declaration of Independence. I would have known Madison. Yeah, he kind of like wrote it.
Yeah, he was like the
Yeah,
founder. Who was shot in the chest during a gun duel and survived for the next 40 years with a bullet? Andrew Jackson. You are correct.
I should have known that Madison. I've just heard it wrong.
Applause
Jeez,
is that audience is sleepy. Oh, they're there.
Yeah,
Who was the
they're a
first
little
president to
slow
have his
tonight.
photograph taken in office? I think who did you say? Martin Van Buren?
Yeah,
Okay, that was actually James K. Polk.
Yeah, no idea on that.
Yeah,
one.
that's a tough one. But, it's just a fun fact. And who was the shortest president at 5 feet 4 inches, weighed 100 pounds? I do not remember who you said.
Tyler or Taylor.
Oh, Zachary Taylor. It was James Madison.
Madison twice.
Perfect. It was. I know. I'm stopping that. And you did all that in 48 seconds. Okay. So you got, let's see, 1. You got, I'll give you half. So I'll count George Washington as 1. So 1, 2, 3. You got 3 out of 6. Okay. Thank you, Nick. Round of applause for Nick, everybody. All right, Nick, you can get off headset, and I will promptly wave to Ben now.
Are there more rounds?
For real.
No, this is it.
Why do I have to get
then
off?
just stay on.
Yeah.
Whatever. Don't talk. Okay,
Just
Ben,
don't.
how you doing,
Yes,
man?
I'm doing really
Nervous?
well. Looked like you guys are having a lot of fun without me, but
Dude,
Yeah.
honestly, I forgot you were
Kinda
even
missed
in the
out.
show.
don't
Ben,
come
you,
back.
you
Just gets
are-
kicked out of the meeting. All right, anyways.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to answer 5 questions about the presidents, all presidents, fun facts about them. So think way back, starting, those early presidents from till now. There's a lot to choose from. How many are there now? What we got?
46.
46. Okay, good. I lost count. Okay, so we got quite a history to cover, but
Technically 45, but since one was non-consecutive, just saying.
okay,
Yeah.
Nick, excuse me.
I'm gonna do terrible.
So you have any length of time you need to answer the questions, but I'm going to time you, see how long it takes you. If you want to pass, you can, and we'll get back to that. But obviously, you want to try to answer as quick as you can. So out of these 5 questions, answer with a president's name that you think fits that answer, or that question rather, and I will stop the clock when it is over. Are you ready?
Benjamin Franklin.
Correct. Okay, let's get this party started. The clock will start after I read the very first question.
Okay, I'm ready.
Setting the mood. Who was the first president to appear on television during a 1939 broadcast from the World's Fair?
FDR.
Who were the only 2 presidents who signed the Constitution? Kyle, don't play sound.
Jefferson and
Okay.
Madison.
Who was shot in the chest during a gun duel and survived the wound in his chest for the next 40 years?
Oh, I know this isn't right. Teddy Roosevelt.
Who was the first president to have his photograph taken while in office?
Lincoln.
Who was the shortest president at 5 feet 4 inches and weighed only 100 pounds?
Taylor.
Okay, that's time.
So many of these we guessed just randomly the same thing.
That's hilarious. Why did it take you 3 times as long to answer those questions, Nick?
It didn't. He actually got. I did hesitate a little, but
he gave me the answers.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah. So I gave him the answers after. Nick scored in 48 seconds. Ben, you scored in 49. So very close on time. Okay, but for the first question, who was the first president to appear on television? That took you a while, but it was FDR. Yes. Who were the only 2 presidents who signed the Constitution? You said Jefferson and Madison, which was right on 1. It was Madison. He was the founder of the Constitution, but you missed George Washington. Nick said George Washington and he also said Jefferson.
Who just watched Hamilton, you know?
Right. Who was shot in the chest during a gun duel and survived? Do you remember now? Who was the famous guy that dueled?
Did a musical about him at Milliken.
FDR did get.
You said Teddy Roosevelt.
Didn't Roosevelt get shot in his speech?
Yeah, but the speech
saved him.
Blocked, yeah.
Yeah, I got my facts wrong. I was using alternative facts. Anyways, continue.
Of course, it was actually Andrew Jackson. And Aaron Burr.
Aaron Burr.
Sir.
Aaron Burr. He came back from the dead just to shoot another president. Wait.
It was crazy. He had that bullet in his chest for 40 years. It's like he's like the modern day Iron Man, you know.
And a terrible person, but yeah.
Well, okay.
That's beside the point.
Okay. Who was the first president to have his photograph taken off? Lincoln was a good guess. It was actually James K. Polk, who I don't think was that far off from Lincoln. I think he was earlier though, right? He was like 11 or something.
Because there's pictures of Lincoln, so that's just as far back as I could guess. So
right. And finally, who was the shortest president? You and Nick both said Taylor. He was only 5 feet 4 inches. That was also James Madison. Crazy stuff, right?
Most important president of all time, James Madison. Actually, no,
absolutely. So
he wrote the Bill of Rights, you know.
That was my heart is pounding. Let me tell you.
So Nick got 48 seconds and 3 out of 6. Ben, you got 49 seconds with only 2 out of 6. So Nick is our winner for today.
Yay!
Round of applause can be turned up.
Just call me King of the Presidents.
Where's that fun? We gotta get some more fun music.
This is all we got for now, dude. We only got 15 slots for sound effects, so gotta pick and choose here. All right.
You're right. Well, thank you for playing. I think that was an appropriate game.
You're
for
welcome.
Tonight's event, or this afternoon's rather. Again, if you want to join the show, we got that Zoom link. It's either up or it's going to be. All you got to do is type it in, and we will see if you're worthy to join the show. I do want to go over a couple of feedback notes from the last show. Last time was more of a chill, just more of a discussion type. We talked about the most quotable comedy, and that was pretty heated. But Nick was not here for that show, so I'd like to take a step back for just a second and just get Nick's opinion on that most quotable comedy. Nick, what are you thinking?
Well, we've definitely had the arguments about this for a while, you know, because I think quotable versus favorite comedy is easy to confuse. I think people are quick to say what their favorite comedy is, and sometimes they can quote their favorite comedy, but it's not broadly the most quotable. So mine, and I have a feeling it's the exact same as Ben's, was Airplane! ! I think
I said Airplane too, but it's mostly the same gags, you know. So
and like I mean, Airplane's one of my favorite comedies, but it's not necessarily that it's the funniest comedy. It's just like Airplane is joke after like bit after bit after bit after bit, and because all the bits are so like they just keep happening, and most of them are wordplay jokes. Like it's just natural that it became the most quotable comedy. So like there might be funnier ones out there, but like when it comes to quoting them, the wordplay and the fast and numerous bits in Airplane just for me think it's a clear number one.
Right. And I don't think at that time many movies were out quite like it. 1980 it came out. I mean, how many movies can you think of back then that were having that kind of humor?
Yeah, probably the only thing like that would be like the Mel Brooks kind of stuff, like Blazing Saddles and producers like
Spaceballs.
yeah,
Spaceballs, right?
he did Spaceballs. Yeah,
Terrible movie.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one, but I mean, Blazing Saddles is like my
Phenomenal
favorite.
That
comedy.
was probably I could list. I think that's more quotable than Dodgeball. Are you kidding me?
See, I just think it depends on who you are. One, like,
well, that's Nick's argument.
Yeah, that's my argument. Is it's not necessarily it's not favorite comedies. It's not funny.
No, I'm not saying that.
It's just how if you were to get 100 people who've seen Airplane and 100 people who have seen Dodgeball, and you do poll of how many quotes can they just do off their top of their hands, it's always going to go to Airplane. And there's my double blind study for that. I set up the parameters. Yeah. I gave you the hypothesis and the conclusion. Kyle. Yeah.
Again, I think depending on who you are and who you're like hanging
around. So what's your argument? Come on.
This is a hangman argument, or what is it? A straw man argument.
A hanging straw man.
The hanging straw man. No, I'm just saying, like, if you have friends that like the older movies, the older genres, then they're gonna be into Airplane. They're gonna be into Blazing Saddles. But if you have friends that are really only into the more recent things like Dodgeball, Hot Rod, like we mentioned, Anchorman could be listed.
But this is when I go back to.
So it's not favoritism. It's just, well, what do you like? What have you watched?
Okay. Well, that's why I'm going to go back to the structure of the comedies between these movies. Let's say Dodgeball is the funniest movie of all time. If I was to even consider that, and like I like the movie,
yeah.
The reason why it's not the most quotable is just because most of it, the dialogue is just driving forth the plots to a very funny moment. So you have all of this stuff moving to one big funny moment. When if you look at Airplane, the plot doesn't matter. It's just bit. So if you're to take all the jokes, like the number of jokes in Airplane, you would get this huge number. And if you get the number of jokes from Dodgeball, you just get a considerably smaller number than Airplane. And then since Airplane, half of those jokes are visual and the other half are wordplay, that means you have to you have a huge number of wordplay jokes, which tend to be the ones that are quotable. When it comes to Dodgeball, it's hard to quote, the existence of Chuck Norris. You have you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball, but you can't quote Chuck Norris. And there's a lot of other jokes in it that you just can't quote. So funny movie, not most quote. We have to talk about the quotes, man. The quotes. Okay.
Yeah,
what about the quality of the quotes? You're going for quantity right now, Sanders.
Yeah, exactly.
But
I am going for quantity because it's the most quotable movie.
Yeah, that's true. But even if half of the quotes from Airplane are good, there's still so many more than Dodgeball. And even the quotes I know from Dodgeball, it's like, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. That on its own is not really that funny. But like you can take a quote from Airplane and be like, I like my coffee like I like my men, and it's like a little girl saying, it's just like that is funny on its own.
Contextual jokes versus just
wordplay.
Yeah.
Well, see, I
can like the hospital, what is it? It's a place where they treat sick people, but that's not important right now. Like that is in itself is the joke rather than like contextually
Chuck Norris is there,
But I don't know why. I could
Kyle,
argue.
Please, adults are talking.
Shut up. Yeah, whose show is this again? I could argue the same thing about Dodgeball, like bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. You could use that for anything, but you could use it for. It's not like, oh, you have to be talking about who's Cotton. If Cotton's not there, it doesn't work. Like, no, that doesn't matter. That's the point of the quote. If you say that,
Okay, you can say that and don't call me Shirley.
Which is an airplane.
Oh,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Shut up.
Oh, that's so funny. I agree with Kyle Johnson.
He hasn't said anything. Okay, then what if you can list the most quoted quote? What would it be? What's the most used quote? And I have one that isn't in either of those movies.
Are you just saying like most used quote in a movie?
Of comedy.
Of comedy?
Geez,
Yeah. What would you say is like when something funny happens, or you want to be funny and like you say that and it's that movie?
I mean, one of the funniest ones to me is Some Like It Hot. Nobody's perfect, but I doubt anyone in this chat has seen that movie.
I know the joke. I've seen the scene. Yeah,
it's so funny.
That is really good. I would say probably like the comedy quote I've heard the most is probably. I'm probably not going to quote it exactly right, but like 60% of the time it works every time.
Mm-hmm.
I think people in our generation have heard that quote a billion times. Like it's so used.
Yeah. What is that even from?
Anchorman?
It's from Airplane.
Oh, shut up. Yeah. Every quote is actually just from Airplane. See, I think it's I'll have what she's having. I think that one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Like,
yeah.
Come on, especially since it was improvised. I'm pretty sure it was.
Kind of.
Yeah.
BuzzFeed said blockers.
What?
Wait, what is this? Sorry, I'm just on a random BuzzFeed article. The 17 absolute funniest movies from the past decade. Blockers is pretty hilarious. That was recommended to me by Ben.
That's not that long. That's only.
And it's not quotable. Again,
you got to do the history of movies.
The topic.
We could go for. I could go on this BuzzFeed list.
Yeah, dude, BuzzFeed.
But not the
this
funniest
one sucks.
movie.
Game Night's on there. Whatever.
Good movies.
Keep going.
Go ahead.
But I mean, yeah, we could talk about this all night, but I don't know.
Not.
I mean, you guys,
because someone just can't listen.
Pitch Perfect. Oh, wait! I got one. Bridesmaids.
Bridesmaids
is a good one.
There's hardly any quotes in Bridesmaids.
It's funny, but
are you kidding me?
Not like
shitting in the street.
That's not a quote.
Funny. How often are you gonna say that?
Oh wait, it is. Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the scene itself.
Whatever.
There's not that many.
I haven't seen that many comedies, so give me some.
I honestly didn't like Bridesmaids that much.
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, I think it was.
Well,
I think
you
it
have
was
bad
really
taste,
funny.
so that's fine.
So all right. So Nick, you vote Airplane. Ben, you vote Airplane. Kyle, do you have a vote? Or are you gonna say?
I got nothing, man.
Parks and Rec.
I don't know. Monty Python.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
Holy Grail.
That's actually a pretty good answer.
That's a good contender for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Blazing Saddles is funny, but I actually only saw it like a couple months ago. So
also, for those listening, we've been having this conversation for a while, and I've only heard three quotes from Kmac. So, be your own judge.
I like my men how I like my coffee. Don't call me Shirley.
Okay, it's a whole different way of flying altogether.
What hospital? What is it? The cockpit? What is
now
it?
We're just going to airplane.
Have you ever been in the front of a plane before?
Have you ever seen a grown man naked?
I would agree that Airplane is definitely up there, but again, if you're going to argue, those older movies versus the more modern ones.
Yeah, I'll take the ham on 5, hold the mayo.
No, yeah.
Ham on rye. That's it.
That's all I really want to talk about with that, honestly. Let's move on. Ben, you got a recipe tonight?
I do.
Hey,
cue the music,
segue.
Please.
What's the music?
That's what we're all about.
Do whatever.
Smooth transitions.
Okay. There we go.
Alrighty, waiting for the music.
Yeah, it's coming. Maybe.
Dead air. Okay.
We don't like this dude.
All right, this is the ultimate potato soup recipe. Brought to you by Sugar Spun Run. It's just some lady's food blog. It's mostly talking about her husband. So it's one of those where you have to go through like 30 pages of her talking about what her kids' soccer practice was like.
That's
anyways,
every recipe I've looked up
for
online.
sure. So this is a great if you liked a nice like baked potato soup kind of thing, loaded baked potato. This is my go-to in these cold winter months. So what you're going to do is just you're going to fry up 6 strips of bacon in the bottom of your pot, whatever you're going to cook your soup in. So cook 6 strips of bacon in the bottom, and then you're going to add about 3 tablespoons of butter in, and then a chopped onion, and you're going to get that onion to soften up a little bit. Then you're going to add, it says 3 cloves of garlic, but I recommend maybe a little bit more. I like garlic a little bit more, maybe 5 or 6. Mince those up, and then once your onion's starting to soften up, throw that garlic in just for about 30 seconds until you can start to smell it. You don't want to burn your garlic. And then you're going to cover that with about a 1/3 cup of flour, kind of just whisk that together just to kind of soak up all of that grease, all that fat. Then you're going to want to add 2.5 pounds of gold potatoes, 4 cups of chicken broth, 2 cups of milk, and 2/3, I like to go maybe even a cup of heavy cream. And then you're going to want to season that with, salt and pepper to taste, about 1.5 teaspoons. And then maybe 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And basically all you're going to do is just stir all that together, bring it up to a boil for about 10 minutes. And then let that cook. When it starts to soften, you can turn it down to a simmer. Let it simmer for maybe about 15 to 20, maybe even longer if you wanted to give it some time to thicken up a little bit. And that's pretty much it. And then what I like to do in about the last 5 minutes of the recipe, I like to throw in just a couple handfuls of some cheddar cheese to get that melted in with the whole soup. And then you're going to want to serve that into your bowls. And I like to top with a dollop of sour cream. The bacon from the beginning of the recipe. So you take the bacon out before you add the butter and onions in. I don't know if I mentioned that. So you chop up that bacon, use it to top, maybe some chives, green onions, something like that. You got yourself a little loaded baked potato soup. And I've made it probably 3 or 4 times. Super delicious. That recipe makes plenty for the whole family plus leftovers. So definitely a great recipe for this time of year. I've been eating it for lunch all week. Super great. And that's it.
I heard Zach really liked it when he had a bad cold. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm reading it off the review, just in case.
Oh God.
I thought you were talking about an actual Zach we know.
Yeah.
Sounds good, Ben. What was it called again?
I usually just call it like a loaded baked potato soup. On her website, she calls it the ultimate potato soup recipe.
Yeah.
And that's from sugarspunrun.com.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
How many times did you say you've made it?
3 or 4, definitely.
All right, now
Would
we're
it
gonna.
be better for the colder months right now, or do you throw it on, when it's warm? What are you feeling?
It could be a year round.
This is the Q&A portion of the recipe where we ask non-linearly the recipe. So we're gonna ask you to name off the recipe again in a non-linear fashion.
Yes. Start back. Do it again, but
okay.
backwards.
You take the bacon in, and then you warm up the bacon.
No, you're doing it wrong.
I love to know this because my diet basically consists of like a ham and cheese sandwich at school, like macaroni and cheese for dinner, or a brat, and like that's it. And my taste palette is like so generic, very minimal. Trying to cook, taking the time to do it, I'm very impatient. It's just like I just want food, and I'll tell you what, Kyle, then I go do something else.
All the recipes I'll bring, I'll try to make sure they're all quick. The prep time is maybe 10-15 minutes at most. Actual cook time 20 to 30 minutes. I like to maybe throw on some music, maybe listen to a podcast or something while I'm cooking. Listen to the Kmac Attack show. I just listen to it on loop every day when I'm cooking. And I think cooking is one of the greatest acts of self-love you can do, or an act of love for somebody else, to show somebody you care. Take the time to cook them a nice meal, and I think that's great for everybody.
Absolutely. Has that been a big factor in your quest to learn how to cook? Is that now that you have been seeing someone, that you get to provide them with your meals?
I don't think. I mean, that
No,
is
I mean.
that's nice.
Sanders,
I
turn your
mean,
mic down.
I think most women.
Mm-hmm.
I think most women like to have a man cook for them. You know, I think that's kind of a universally attractive trait. But really, I think my quest, if you, as you said, to become more a more proficient cook was more just like I said. It's an act of self love. It's taking the time out of your day to do something nice for yourself. I think it's always rewarding. And yeah,
For sure. I appreciate it. Thank you for that, Ben. We look forward to your recipe every Wednesday. That's or yeah, that is Wednesday. It's Wednesdays here at the Kmac Attack Show. Um, so be prepared for that. Hopefully, if you're watching, you maybe look back at this, you try it out for yourself, and let us know what you think. Maybe you found a recipe that you want us to try. Who knows? It's up to you. A couple more things on the feedback. We noticed that our audio is not up to par the last show, and we got quite a few comments on that. But hopefully that's fixed right now. I remember I was looking back at the show, and my speaker volume was all the way up, and it was just like a comfortable volume. So I was really worried that something on the computer would just like come on and then just like blow me up.
Your feedback of feedback.
Exactly. Ooh. Yeah. But luckily that didn't happen. Hopefully, again, that's fixed. Because this is only our third show, but we're learning a lot.
We don't know what we're doing. So
we know everything. Dude. It's the illusion.
We have to
learn
the illusion on the spot.
There's a big conspiracy floating around with the Kmac Attack fans that the audio was intentionally sabotaged during your interview with me. So I don't have anything to say about that, Kyle.
KJ?
I have no comment. I don't know what I'm doing. That's all.
Honestly,
that's my comment.
KJ is completely responsible for the quality of the show.
I am not competent enough to sabotage you.
We will be taking your feedback about that right now.
Will we?
But hopefully, like I said, that's fixed. This is our third show. We're very excited to hopefully be entertaining you. Next, actually, this coming Sunday, we'll be back here again at, we're planning on 9 p.m. Eastern. I have another question that I'll present at the end of the show for you to think about for Sunday. I'm curious about what you'll think, and then we'll also get to know another member of the show. That's on Sunday, so hopefully you'll join us then. Right now, though, I was looking at some of the news articles, and I noticed something that said what Mars sounds like, and I haven't really read into it, but anytime I see something about Mars, it just drives me crazy because us on Earth, like we haven't perfected this, like living on this planet yet. Why are we going somewhere else that we, like most people know for a fact, we can't inhabit it? I mean,
it's the master plan, dude. It's Elon's
master
don't get plan.
We're so focused on this other planet so far away when ours is.
I don't think we're so focused. I think you might.
I think one company is very focused on it.
It's not just
one private space agency.
We're opening another pretty big can of worms here, Kyle. I don't know. You like just throwing down some real hotly.
That's what it's all about, man. What are you thinking? I mean,
because let's take this back a little bit. We're all focused on Mars because I'm curious of what it sounds like.
Well, it's all these the rovers going there. It's our plans to live there. This has been going on for years. It's not just this one article like, oh, we're so focused now.
Yeah. Sure. I mean, it's like the whole point of NASA, though, you know?
Yeah, I think space exploration is great. I think it has led to really great scientific discoveries, technological discoveries have been made. And I mean, what we're doing right now wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for space exploration, like, you know, relying on satellites
literally
to communicate.
SpaceX. I mean,
I'm not discrediting or not acknowledging the knowledge that we've gained. I mean, yeah, it is awesome, but I think we're just going too far to the point where we're trying to live somewhere. Like people are actively seeking to fly there and stay there. And
yeah, I mean, think about it like the ocean, you know, it's like okay, you can dive on your own, you know, 6 feet into the ocean. Well, what's the point of going any deeper? We're not going to live deeper into the ocean. Isn't it worth studying our surroundings, and beyond the Earth, what happens in space affects us, affects the future of our species and our planet. And I think it's important to know, and we can only find out by going other places and studying and learning more.
Totally
again,
agree.
Kyle, you're super wrong.
I'm not arguing that. I agree 100%. I'm saying,
well, then what do you say?
there's a difference between studying the ocean and then bringing that knowledge back and trying to build a city at the bottom of the ocean and live there. There's a big difference, and that's what we're trying to do with Mars. We're not just taking information and okay, that's enough. We're actually trying to think about, well, how can we
keep seeing
control its environment?
Hey, Kmac. Hey, Kmac.
I'm not. This show is trying to. You guys haven't been trying to live there.
Kmac attacks Mars.
That's a great segment. I'm just saying, when I read stuff like this, I just think that we should be focusing on our planet.
Well, okay, then why are you teaching music when there's starving kids in like Georgia?
That's no. That's not even the same thing.
Mega doo-doo.
Exactly. Good one.
Sorry, my sound effects sounded
Kmac.
loud.
Oh man.
Kmac, may you always be up in arms about everything.
That's why I'm here.
Literally everything.
I will always present.
So what does
arms are
Mars
always
sound
up.
like? That is curious because I thought it had no atmosphere, so can it even make a sound?
Yeah,
No, it does.
I thought you were setting up a clip, not an argument.
This is what Mars sounds
I'm
like.
disappointed. Yeah, I thought we were gonna get to listen to it.
Absolutely not. I'm saying why we shouldn't hear what Mars sounds like. It's not relevant. No, Mercury doesn't have an atmosphere, but Mars definitely does. But that's for another show. I will not spoil it any further. We're gonna move on to our favorite segment of the night.
The atmosphere of Mercury is for another show?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Wait, we're going there?
Oh, I'm gonna have to study up. My God.
God damn.
That's where we're gonna be.
Everybody start playing your
broadcasting
Kerbal
from.
Space program.
The next, yeah, we give the hints every show about what the quiz will be for next week.
It might not
Just
next
witness
week, but there will
Make sure
be
you
a
study
time.
the show notes.
That's right. I'm excited about it. I don't want to spoil too much, but you will see the connection. I promise. Right now, let's play our favorite game, shall we, boys? Kyle, cue it up.
Let's see if I hold on.
Dead air.
Yeah. Shut up.
This segment brought to you by
Yeah,
Dead
do we
Air
have any,
Industries.
do we have sponsors for tonight, Ben? Did you get a hold of
Our check from Raycon bounced.
Bummer.
Today's episode is brought to you by AirPods.
What are
We're
those?
we're just gonna jump back and forth to whoever sends us the check each week, and this week it's AirPods. So if you want to look like you have more money than other people, try AirPods.
All right,
Use
if you don't know what
promo code
AirPods are,
Kmac.
there.
Oh my! Shut up.
I'm gonna explain all of the necessities of
Our
technology.
promo code is AirPods at apple.com/bit.ly.www.xy43. All right.
That
Thank
is,
you.
I assume, the website. We do have that link to join our Zoom. If you're listening right now, type that in. We need a contestant on our show. You might win a big prize. Take it home with you. Say you got it from the Kmac Attack show.
Yeah,
Because,
I'm not going to make any promises, but we do have some AirPods laying around. And a check from AirPod Incorporated. So
AirPods. AirPods Incorporated.
Singular.
AirPod. Oh, we weren't talking about AirPods. We're talking about AirPod. It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, it's
one
dead
massive
air,
headphone.
in a can. AirPods.
Aaron pods.
Destroying the ozone since 1967.
All right, I don't see anyone joining. Hopefully, you'll have the guts to type in that link, get on the Zoom, because we are looking
No, we
for
got at
people
least
to
one
have
viewer
fun.
in my living room.
Okay, well,
Alright.
the link's waiting. You sure they can see it?
Yeah.
All right.
So
Are they gonna
positive.
be on video when they come on, or just audio?
Either or, whichever one they prefer.
Just curious.
Yep, you can choose video or audio if you're not comfortable with video. Just make sure we can hear you, obviously. Again, in the meantime, check out our social media. We're on Facebook. We have a YouTube going on. We're streaming on Twitch. Instagram is still in the works, and we might be tweeting if we can survive any length of time on there.
We're only going to be live tweeting TLC shows, so check out the Kmac Attack Twitter for our commentary on My 600-Pound Life.
Thank you, Nick. That's very helpful. All right, I do see we have someone in the waiting room. Okay. Let's get him in on the. Let's get him on the show. So what we're gonna do is let him in. He's gonna introduce him or herself. I guess we know him by now.
Do we?
He's gonna start the. He's gonna start the round. Ben, since Nick won. Nick, do you want to play Quick Cash or would you rather Ben?
I mean, I personally love playing Quick Cash. So.
All right, since you won the first game, we're going to let you take the lead. And we have Alec. He is on the Zoom call. Alec, can you hear us?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, Alec. Yes. Can you turn up your mic a little bit?
Oh, my gosh.
I'll go second, okay?
Yeah, go second. All right,
as
Alec.
As I can get it.
All right, that's perfect. Thank you and welcome to the Kmac Attack Show. How are you tonight?
Doing well.
That's good. Where are you joining us from?
On the PC that I play Fortnite with you with. So.
Okay. Yes, Alec and I know each other very well. We go back about 30 years.
We don't.
Or so.
We don't play Fortnite. Quit with the Fortnite.
Yeah, that was just a ruse I made up for the beginning of the show.
Listen, I just got done watching the old episodes, so I'm fresh off that. So that's fresh on my mind. But I'm in Peoria, Illinois. Peoria, Illinois.
Okay, from old Illinois.
What's your address?
Before you can play, yes, we need
what's your credit card
security number, emergency contact.
We'll get that after the break. Alec, you're joining us to play Quick Cash, which is our favorite show. You might have heard or played something similar, but I promise you it's completely original. And you are going to be our starting contestant, which means you have 30 seconds on the clock to answer 5 questions as quickly and with the best answer you can think of as possible. Nick is going to be your partner afterwards.
Good luck.
Yes, so good luck. You're going to need it. So I encourage you to take your time, but not too much time because the clock is ticking. All right. Let me pull up these questions here again. 30 seconds on the clock. Do you have any questions?
I think I'm ready to go.
Okay. And you can hear me okay?
I can.
Awesome. You are our first caller. You can tell this to your grandchildren.
I'm honored.
Okay. Like I said, think of the best answer you can in as quick as you can. I'm going to pull up 30 seconds on the clock. And like I said, the timer will start after I read the first question. Here we go. Music, please. Alec, name something essential a cowboy must have.
His hat.
Name something you fill with air.
Balloon.
Name something that moves slowly.
Sloth.
Name a popular type of pasta.
Spaghetti.
Name something people are afraid of.
Clowns.
All right, that's time. That's all 5. Alec, not too bad. All right, good answers. Good answers. Alec, the first question, name something essential a cowboy must have. You gave the most popular answer. That was a hat for 40 points.
Good answer.
Love
nice.
it.
Do you have the points down?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Name something you fill with air. You said balloons. That was the top answer on the board. 45 points. Name something that moves slowly. You said a sloth. I do not see that answer on the board.
Bummer.
That's going to be worth 0. Thank you. Name a popular type of pasta. You said spaghetti. Top answer on the board.
Yay!
Audience, wake up.
Shut up. I'm writing down your answers.
And
How
finally,
many points? How many points?
That was worth 52 points.
Whoa.
Hey!
America spoke. And they are very basic. Name something people are afraid of. You said clowns. That was the 4th answer on the board. That is worth 16 points. Not too bad. Kyle's totaling that right now. How do you feel, Alec?
I feel okay. Just I want you to make sure you let Nick know that I got those points with one of them being 0.
Absolutely. He will know every detail of this conversation because your prize is on the line, and he is coming up in just a second to finish off this round to hopefully get a total of 200 points right here on Quick Cash on the Kmac Attack Show. So, Alec, we thank you for joining us, and we'll get Nick on right now. All right, Nick, can you hear us?
Is that a good wave or a bad wave?
That is a wave. I can give no more information. Alec
Like-
is here joining us from Peoria, Illinois.
Ooh, he's Peoria, bro.
That's right. He's one of our Peoria bros. He is just got done playing a very sweaty game of Fortnite and took the time to call in.
Yeah, are you sure you want to say that live on air?
Absolutely. And everyone knows exactly what I mean. He got pretty good answers going on. Kyle, do you have his total? Good. Don't say it because that's coming after Nick.
Okay.
Oh, well,
but
Gotta
I have
keep the
it.
suspense up.
I do have it.
Actually, I think we should give him the answer.
Yeah.
What am I thinking? Give him
we
that
should-
answer. Give him the
How much?
total.
Yeah. How many points does he have?
153.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
no way we're gonna make this. This is terrible.
Well, Ben, yeah. Well, we'll see, Nick. You've struggled in the past, but we'll
and
see how
I'll
you hold up.
struggle in the future, you know.
That's right. All right, Alec. Thank you again so much. That's a good score. Solid score. Sweaty.
It's an
Some might say.
amazing score.
Let's keep the show going. And Nick, I'm going to put 35 seconds on the clock just because I'm nice, and you have that much time to answer.
Just
5
because
questions.
he's nice.
The only reason, and you're going to get the same 5 questions. Give me the best answer you think, and if you say the same thing that Alex said, you're going to hear this sound. Did you hear that sound?
You can barely hear it.
Silence, and then my computer crashing.
Okay.
Got it.
I'll make sure to say, give me another answer if you can't. And are you ready?
I mean, I guess so.
All right, let's cue that music up, please. You can hear the suspense. The audience is dead silent. They will
Sweaty.
be joining us.
Oh, shoot. That was a good guess.
When it's appropriate.
James Madison.
Nick, the clock will start after the first question. Alec, how do you feel? Are you there?
Confident.
Okay, that's good.
Oh, dude.
I
you
wouldn't
haven't
be.
watched this show in the past, have you?
I did.
Okay, Nick, name something essential a cowboy must have.
A horse.
Name something you fill with air.
Balloon.
Give me another answer.
Tire.
Name something that moves slowly.
Turtle.
Name a popular type of pasta.
Fettuccine.
Name something that people are afraid of.
The dark.
We have definitely won.
That is time.
Yeah, Nick.
Woo! Got about 7
exciting.
seconds left.
I've been
Nicely
practicing.
done. How's that? Yeah, Nick has been looking at and watching watching all the game shows, Family Feud, all of that to prepare for this moment. And I think it might have paid off. Nick, number 1, something that essential a cowboy must have. You said a horse. That was the 4th answer on the board for negative 200.
Oh no!
That was worth 12 points.
200 people have called in and said cowboys do not need
Exactly.
horses.
Exactly. Alec got the
Like,
top
why do you
answer
keep calling
there.
us?
Yeah, we're getting a lot of calls for people to give us bad answers, but no one's calling in to join us. So, Alec got the first answer with hat, cowboy hat, for 40 points. Name something that moves slowly. Nick, you said a turtle, which was actually the 3rd answer on the board for 21 points. Alex said a sloth, which unfortunately was not on the board. So that was where you took a big hit. But I think you're going to make it up.
What's the top answer?
The top answer was elderly people.
I almost said grandma.
That would have got you 39 points.
Specifically your grandma.
But 21, not too bad. Name a popular type of pasta. Alec got the top answer with spaghetti. Nick, you took the opposite end of the spectrum. You got the 6th answer for 4 points. And that was fettuccine.
I knew he was going to say spaghetti, so I just decided to think of another one.
Do you like fettuccine? Is that where that came from?
I do like fettuccine. I use it on shrimp scampi all the time. Recipe being brought to you in 2 weeks.
Answer. And finally, sorry, what's up?
It's got to take time to make the recipe.
That's right. And if it's more than 5 minutes, it's not going to happen.
Oh no, actually no. Shrimp scampi is really fast to make. If you get
focus,
pop
please.
it in the microwave.
My heart is beating out of my chest.
Name something that people are afraid of. The final question, Nick, you said The Dark, which was actually the only answer higher than, actually, no, it wasn't, but it was right above Alex. The Dark for 19 points. And Alex said clowns, which was 16. So good teamwork on that question.
How much was Turtle?
What's the top answer?
Turtle was 21.
How much was Tire?
Are you paying attention?
You skipped the filled with air. You skipped the filled with air.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Name something you fill with air. That was tires. Alex said balloons, which was the top answer. Excuse me. Tires was 32. If I didn't say that, excuse me.
We got it.
Jeez. Okay.
We got it, dude.
Yeah. Give us that total.
Oh wait. Hold on. With a total of 88 points. Nick Sanders.
Okay, Nick got 88 alone.
So I lost.
Unfortunately, I forgot to mention it was a solo effort, so
both lose. Yay!
Thankfully, I do not have to provide a prize. No, so what is that? 152 plus 88?
That's enough.
140 or 150.
So I think 170.
Rain Man over here.
What are you asking?
Did Nick get 88?
Yeah.
Or did you make that up? Okay.
You got 88.
You got a total of 240 points. That tells me I'm making this game way too easy.
241.
Oh, 241 really?
Oh, wouldn't it be?
152 plus 88?
I think it's
you got 153.
Oh, did he?
Oh, okay.
Okay, wow.
Well, our math was good. It's just the wrong math. Okay,
we did the right math, just with the wrong numbers. Okay, well, that does it for Quick Cash. Music Man.
No
there
cash.
Alex, thank you so much. I have a prize for you that will be coming in the form of V-Bucks in approximately 3 to 5 business days. And I'm sure you'll put those to good use. Alec, thank you so much for joining us. Give him a round of applause. We hope to see you again on here, Alec, and hope you have a great night. You stay safe.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. And that does it for us here at Quick Cash. Nick Sanders, he's coming in clutch with that
the tires
88 point. Okay, wow, this is a lot. Okay, interesting. Yeah, Nick, nice work there. Good game show. Thank you, Alec, for joining us on that one. And if, again, you would like to join us, we're going to post that Zoom link for you to hop on in. We'll get to know you a little bit, and you can play for a prize, which eventually, with our sponsors that are dying to get on the show, are going to bring to us. But right now, we're just playing for fun. And that's
right.
kind of
Quick Cash is brought to you by Payday Loans, located between the gas station and the KFC in your neighborhood.
Wherever that is, you know what he's talking about.
Come visit us with a pocket knife for your own safety.
All right, well, that's
all right. On that note,
on that note, that's about the top of the hour, which means we've been on here for just about long enough. I do just want to make a few announcements about Wednesday. Sunday is when we'll be on again at about 9 p.m. That's when we're shooting for. Find us on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, at the Kmac Attack Show, and you can get some updates, see some photos, check out our awesome logo.
If you need some advice, the Kmac Attack Show at gmail.com.
Absolutely.
We're doing our weekly advice column.
Yes,
we even do emergency advice. So if you have to call 911, just shoot us an email. We might be able to help.
Right. Instead of instant service, you'll get an email back in an hour or more.
In 24 to 48 hours.
We'll give you a shout out on our
business during our business hours. But we do give advice on Sunday. So if you have any questions that you are curious about, maybe you're struggling with something, that's what we're here to help with. So shoot us an email at the kmacattackshow@gmail.com. We're also, again, going to get to know another member of the cast. I have a question next time I see everyone, and that is, what is the most stressful job in the world? What do you think is the most stressful job in the world? I have an answer, and I want to know what you think. So next time I see you, think of what that might be. What do you think is the most stressful job? We're going to talk about that a little bit, get to know someone, and that's going to wrap it up for us. You guys have anything you want to say?
I'm not going to think about it until the show starts on Sunday.
Until I ask the question again.
Until you ask
Good
the
idea.
question.
You know, I don't want to get too political, but I should have said this, in the past, but I'm going to say it now. Hashtag not my president.
That's who?
Bold statement. Slightly confusing since the switch was just today, but
Well, again, we thank you here at the Kmac Attack Show. Join us next time on Sunday at 9 p.m. Answer that question, get some advice, and have some fun right here on the Kmac Attack Show. Thank you very much. You don't have to play that.
I'm playing it.
Is that it?
Then you should make some sound.
Hey.